Hey guys, what's going on? I was supposed to make a video last week, but then some things came up and I couldn't make it, and here I am, I'm not making it. So I really want to talk about the conference that Nvidia had last week and a half ago about their new GPUs and stuff like that. And I have to say, they have some pretty amazing stuff. Physics, fluid physics is what they're calling it. It looks interesting. Any enhancements is good. New things, the way they handle, they touch, and the way they react when they touch. The G-Sync, that's nice. I forgot about the rest of the stuff that they had going on. They have some gameplays with the Assassin's Creed 3, I believe, and that's all nice. But the bigger part really is AMD was right across the street with the 290X comparing it to the 780, and I'm like, holy shit, AMD, you got big balls for doing that. Another thing I was really surprised about is when the 290X came out, we're all saying, man, it's gonna be 650, right? We're nice and low, right next to the 780. No, they came out and they brought this thing down to 550. Woo! Now, of course that happened. Nvidia gotta reply. They gotta say, wait, they probably got something up their sleeves. Let's just keep this processor, this whatever processor. Let's just keep this GPU here. Let's do something, just in case, we see this happening. Let's do our own thing. They came out with the 780 Ti, and I'm like, oh my god, that is freaking crazy. Because I was thinking, no, the 760 Ti would make so much more sense, but they just blew me out of the water. I didn't see it coming. I didn't expect it to happen. So since the AMD 290X is at $550, 780 Ti coming in at $650, they have to drop the 780, and that's now at $500. And it's so much more accessible to other people, except me, because I'm poor. This is all great, competition is great. I love competition. This is a perfect example. This is why AMD needs to really work in their processor. Okay, let me just point some stuff out. Okay, I know AMD's great. I have it myself. I have a 5-year-old CPU in there. I still have a 5-year-old. Okay, now it's like 5 years old. Okay, happy birthday, by the way. It's like 5 years old, and it still handles Battlefield 3. About 60 frames a second. Some things are low. Textures and the anti-aliasing on high, 4x, all that stuff. Except some other things on low. But it still handles it at 60 frames a second. Can't really get mad at it because it's his birthday. They really need to compete more. I mean, if you look at the GPU section, how everything is going, how it's so, the price is just dropping. I mean, look, if AMD could really compete, it's great for games. AMD does everything Intel can do. Intel just does it better, except when it comes to gaming, okay? I mean, AMD's is great, it does it just fine, no biggie. If they could really compete with Intel, like Intel right now is competing with themselves, but if they could really compete with Intel, you'd be looking at let's say a 4770 for like $200 and a 4770K for maybe 230, 250. You never know. See, this is why competition is absolutely healthy, and I want competition. People don't want AMD to go away. If AMD goes away, that's a wrap. That's the processor. That 4770K might be about $400, $450. You never know. Competition is healthy when it comes to phone, anything, computers, gaming systems, TV, all that stuff, different brandings, they have to stand out and compete. Once they bring something out that's on top, he brings something on top that, okay, let's lower the price, people are going to buy this more because it's cheaper, Okay, wow, that totally didn't work for AMD. I'm comparing this to the Steam hardware survey. Wow, that shit is totally backfired. Okay, but I mean, this is how the interweb works. When people say, hey, I want to build a computer, what should I get? Hey man, pick up a 9.5. This people go. This is how the interweb goes. So everybody's like, oh, Intel's the king. I'm not gonna really put more into that. I'm gonna build me a broadwell comes out next year. I heard it was delayed because they had some issues with it. So it was delayed. I'm going to be building, likely, next year, moving over to Intel, just because I want to really learn it. I don't know anything much about Intel, and never own an Intel system. Except for the Pentium 4 I have in the other room, in the house. I'm gonna build me an Intel system. I'm gonna go Broadwell. If it's a TOC, I don't want no ticks. I want a TOC. I'm gonna upgrade to the 8-core 8320 until next year. Then sell the whole motherboard and CPU, and just buy another motherboard, Intel motherboard and Broadwell chip, and have at it. So, guys, leave a question below, comments, whatever, and thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to y'all later.